Fans of The Office are jumping all over any possibility of the Dunder Mifflin gang getting back together. And it is happening, sort of, thanks to Brian Baumgartner, aka Kevin, and his new Spotify podcast, An Oral History of The Office.
I wanted to eat a pig in a blanket. In a blanket.
The show is much bigger now than it ever was then.
That's what she said.
It's the #1 streamed on Netflix. And the first day of the pandemic, 250 million minutes were consumed just that day alone.
The Office was almost canceled its first 2 years. John Krasinski and Kevin used to throw the football between takes, so it was written into the show. Those are just a couple secrets revealed in the more than 100 hours of interviews with Steve Carell, Jenna Fischer, Rainn Wilson, and John.
Look at that.
Brian also interviewed The Office's #1 fan.
Duh.
The fact that I appear in a Billie Eilish song.
It's like one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
How is that even possible, right?
Yeah.
The other day we learned that John Krasinski wore a wig at one point.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
God looked ridiculous in that wig. He was filming the Clooney movie, Leatherheads. That's right. And he had a little buzz cut, yeah, but they wanted his little sexy floppy hair.
The other day I was interviewing Leslie, aka Stanley. He told me
he had auditioned for the role of Stanley before I did.
I did. I auditioned for Stanley. I went in and auditioned for Stanley, and I read the part as though it was Kevin.
Leslie David Baker is trying to keep Stanley's legacy alive. He's got a Kickstarter going to make his own spin-off. He's trying to raise $300,000. With 18 days to go, it's at just under $52,000.
There are layers of Stanley that had not been explored, and the fans have been asking for that exploration. So, we're going to try to provide that for them.
I sit on my porch all day carving birds.
what's the one Kevin line they say to you or they want to hear from you?
Usually it is a mention of the chili.
It's probably the thing I do best.
And I would say nice is probably up there.
Nice.